Morning. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Honolulu. Feels good to be back. Been haven't had a show in a while, so it feels really good to be back in the back of my truck at the end of the runway. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Honolulu. That's an echo there. Morning, Kai, JD, Christine, Jane, good to see you. We got wonderful mods here today. Ms. Wolves 13, Josh. Thank you both for being here. Starting a few minutes early because we have a UPS on final. We just missed the 747. I was hooking up the camera when the 747 came in a few minutes ago. But we'll get the 7.6 coming in. It is currently over Iroquois Point, so I'm going to flip around and see if we can get it. There we go. So I'm happy to say most of the construction equipment has been moved this morning. We haven't been on this end of the runway in a couple shows because they had construction equipment in their way and they were doing Century Aloha, which was the fighter exercise. So that's why we were down at the other end. So they've moved all the construction equipment over a little bit further to the right so it doesn't block the runway. Century Aloha is still going on. It doesn't end till Saturday, I believe. Well, I think it ends technically on Friday, but I think the units all fly out on Friday afternoon. One of the units left yesterday. I heard the F-16s left yesterday. the F-16s that were stationed here. I'm not sure about the ones that are on K-Bay. They left yesterday. The F-35s are still here, and hopefully we'll see them today. Again, there's no schedule for those, so hopefully they'll go out today. I believe they're hanging around till Friday. So this 717 is coming in from Maui. I got a bunch of familiar names in the chat already. Got Nantan here. Sarah Jane, hello. Good to have you back. Fanair A350, thank you for being here. So this is the first show in, I think it's over a week. I think the last one was Tuesday morning of last week. So I had a major project at work. As you can tell, my voice is, maybe you can, I don't know if you can tell, my voice is a little gravelly this morning because I've been working 14-hour days for the last week or so, week and a half or so. And my body is just not recovered yet. I did get a good night's sleep last night, so that really helped. The project went almost 100% successful. We had a couple of hiccups. But the good thing is, most of the heavy lifting is over. We still have a little bit of cleanup to do. So here's that construction equipment that I was talking about earlier that for a couple of weeks was right in front of our view of the runway. They've moved it over to the right because they're actually switching construction. So if you remember, 4 right was closed for like the last 8 weeks or so, maybe a little longer. So I'll bring that up there. So this is an old map that I made that I forgot to update, but you can see the runway in red there is 4 right. Right where we are now is kind of the top right of that picture. So 4 right has been closed for the last couple months while they do taxiway construction on it and other FAA mandated fixes. So the runway that runs parallel with that is 4 left. That one is now closed. So 4 right is open, 4 left is closed. Again, like the other one, that it won't affect us that much. During the day, most of the time the heavies don't come in on that runway anyway. It's mostly used for the 717s. So it's not going to affect us that much. The only thing that will affect us is the general aviation uses that runway, that 4 left runway. So they're going to have to put them somewhere. Most likely 4 right is where they're going to go. So maybe some interesting traffic patterns, but we'll figure that out. This is the second day it's been closed, so I have no idea how it's going to actually work. So welcome, Sarah Jane. I think, are you renewing? I can't see the screen that tells me if you're renewing or not. I think you were a member before, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, thank you very much. Welcome to the 717 Inter-Island Traveler level. You'll enjoy all the comfort of the 717 as you zip between the islands. The seats in economy don't recline, but you're never really in the air long enough to notice. And normally I would say someone will be by with your POG drink very shortly, but I found out just recently, a couple weeks ago, I did some streams from Maui, and I took Hawaiian over to Maui, And I found out they don't always have POG drink on the Hawaiian flights. They actually gave me passion orange nectar drink. The flight attendant told me it was when guava is out of season. They can't do passion orange guava, so they do passion orange nectar. So, and now you know the rest of the story. But that's a long way to go to say thank you, Sarah Jane. I really appreciate it. Hello, Alan and Craig. Good to see you. We have an interesting plane over to our right that you might have, if you were here right when we went live, there is a plane right over here. This is a Canadian plane. Maybe some of the Canadians in the... Ooh, hey, I didn't like that. Canadians in the chat can let me know what this is. I'm not 100% sure. It says, it just says Canada on it. It doesn't say Canada Air, unless it says it up there. I can't see where it says Air Force or whatever. I don't know if this is a government plane or what this is. So I haven't actually even been at the airport in over a week. So some of the stuff that I don't think I've been to the airport since the last show we did, which was a week ago Tuesday. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking it was military, but I thought the Canadian military planes said more than just Canada on them. It does look like a military plane. I believe is it a 310? Is that what it is? Is it sorry, sometimes the Airbuses look a little insane to me, especially when they're all gray. I think it's a 310. A couple people in the Craig and Houston and Craig, yeah, it does confirm it's a 310. We have something very interesting going on here. I don't think I'm going to show you that, sorry. I think I'm going to aim the camera straight up. Sorry. Sorry about that. I could probably tell you what that was, but it's better off if I don't show you what that was. That was a what appeared to be a prisoner transfer. So, we federally and state, we ship a lot of our prisoners back to the mainland. The city and county and state all have a deal with places in Arizona, and then the federal prisoners go to whatever federal detention center they end up at. So they end up doing a lot of prisoner transfers here, and I believe that was one of them, but that's one of those things that I'm not exactly comfortable showing everybody on live thing. I just want to I don't want to make anybody mad, especially police officers. This Hawaiian's coming in from Lehue. There's a Delta heading down to the reef runway that I believe is a 321. It kind of looked like a 321 in the shot. Let me see if I can pull it up on flight radar. Yeah, it's a 321. It's heading off to LAX. Oh, thank you very much, EHAM Feed. Appreciate that. Yeah, the next flight we'll see is a Hawaiian heading out to Hilo. So as soon as it starts to, I think it's starting to roll. Let's flip over and get it. This one is leaving on 8 left. Out of practice on my pans, have to work on that. Hello, Sydney and Kirsten. Good to see you. So I had a little bit of a panic moment when I first set up everything. Oh, no, let me tell you that story in a minute. We got a queen on. That got in a little quicker than I thought. I thought it was going to be another 5 minutes. But we have an Atlas Air Queen coming in from Osan. It is the next arrival on 8 left. And I think I can see it above the clouds down there. Hello, Perth Mark. Good to see you. I saw your links you've been sharing, but honestly, I'm sorry I haven't had a chance to look at them yet. I've been so busy with work. But thank you. I'll look at those later on today. So when I flipped on flight radar this morning, this guy's going to hang a left, so he's going to head over to either the hard ramp or to Hickam. If he's coming from Osan, he's probably heading over to Hickam. So I flipped on flight radar this morning, and about 50 miles south of the island was the silhouette of, was the icon of an A380. And I panicked because I thought one of the ANA ones was super, super early. And it turned out I didn't have my filtering on, and it was the Qantas heading to LAX. Next arrival is Aloha Air Cargo. It's a 737-300. It's coming in from Lehue. Let's see if we can give a check on the first A380. It still should be over an hour out, I think. Yeah, the first A380 today is the orange one. It is an hour and 5 minutes out. The second one... Where is the second one? Oh, there it is. Oops, sorry about that, guys. The second one is 2 hours and 12 minutes out. So that still puts it in the frame of the show. We have till about 9:30 today. The first one we're going to go see out. Where's that? Let's see if we can see that Queen again. There's the Queen again. The first one we're going to go see out. We missed that Delta because the Queen was coming in. But the first one we're going to leave is in Alaska. It's heading off to Seattle. It's currently over on the reef runway. I don't see anything coming in, so we'll get that one leaving on the reef runway. Yeah, sorry about that, Sarah Jane. I have the ad settings to the minimum, but unfortunately because of the size of the channel, I have to keep them on because that's what actually pays for the internet, so I do try to keep them as unintrusive as possible, but sometimes YouTube has a mind of its own. Next one out on 8 left is heading off to Maui. It's another Aloha Air Cargo. Should be right about there. Yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it over there to K-Bay for the A-10s. A couple of the fellow spotters here were over there, but I were able to make it over. But they just so happened to be the same ones that are retired, so they didn't have a work schedule. That was Southwest 2122. It's heading off to Vegas. Yeah, that hotel in Waikiki that's for the military is an MWR hotel. It's the Halekoa. It's very nice. You can walk through it, and I think you could even go to the restaurants as a civilian. But I think they have different prices for military versus non-military. They also have a nice luau there. I went to it once a couple years ago. It's a little awkward towards the end of that luau, though, if you're not in the military. Like I've never been in the military, so, but it's a little awkward at the end, so because it is a military hotel, they do a thing at the end where they pay tribute to the military. So they ask all the service members at one at a time, everybody in the Army stand up, and everybody in the Navy stand up, and everybody in the Coast Guard, and all the way through all the branches. And at the end of all that, they ask all the family members of the people who are already stood up to stand up, and it's kind of awkward when everybody in the building is standing up and you're the last one left. This is a C-17 coming in. I also have Craig celebrating 4 months with us. Thank you very much, Craig. Sorry about the shakiness in the camera. It's a little windy today. Not as bad as it's been in the past, but still just enough to be annoying. I am looking at buying a new camera that has better image stabilization, but again, that's one of those things that costs money, so currently it's on the wish list. It looks like, is it a... Oh, McGuire, see? This is not one of the ones stationed here. If it was stationed here, it would have a HH on the tail. And then a yellow stripe towards the top of the tail. It has a shark tooth pattern in it. And I believe it just says Hawaii. So if you're talking about filming on K-Bay, I might be halfway through a conversation, so I apologize if I'm not following the comment thread. If you're talking about filming on K-Bay, it's really hard to get departures from K-Bay because of the way the runway runs. It goes basically out to open ocean and it's on a peninsula, so it's kind of hard to get departures. But you can usually get arrivals there because they come and do a loop of the bay on their approach, and there's a couple of places you can stand on the shore of the bay to get a nice shot of the approaches there. You're still kind of far to see an actual landing, but it can be done. The last time the last time the Blue Angels were here, I went over there to film them coming in the first day. Thank you very much, Crow. I really appreciate it. So Crow just stopped by to hit the like button, so appreciate that. This is I think this is the first time we've ever done a stream on a Wednesday. For a long time, it was Saturdays and Mondays. We've done a couple Tuesdays, and I think we even did a Thursday, but I think this is the first Wednesday. I did hear from a very reliable source that the busiest day around here is Friday. So I've been thinking about doing a Friday show in a couple weeks, see how that pans out. I'm really bad at judging the amount of traffic by looking at the flight logs or the departure list and arrival list. I'm really bad at that. Everything looks like it's non-stop action and when I read it, but it sometimes it doesn't turn out to be that way. Let's see if we can get this sort of rainbow in there. Let's see, where is it at? I don't know if you could see that on the camera, but there's a very faint rainbow there next to the old control tower. That's I believe that's the second control tower here. Currently it's used for ground, but that used to be the main control tower. Aerodark, I have no plans for New York this year. I will be doing a couple shows in LA at Heathrow. I'm sorry, whoops, at LAX. A little Freudian slip there. I will be doing a couple shows this year at LAX. One or two coming up the first week of July, and then one coming up in October. I have to go to LA for other reasons a couple times the rest of the year, so I'm going to use it as an excuse to do some shows out there. I know you very rarely get to see a stream from LAX, so I figured I'd go out there and try to do a stream from there, show you guys what that little tiny airport's like. And then I will be doing a show from Heathrow. I know Julia Flights is out there right now doing some really cool shows. But I'm going to be in Heathrow at the end of the year. I have to go to London for about a week, so I'm going to try to do at least one show from there. I've done a show at Heathrow once before, and it worked out pretty good. I don't think I'll be making it to the Mach Loop this time. Last time I was there, I did a live stream from the Mach Loop. I don't think I'm going to make it to the Mach Loop this time, just because it's going to be October. And it's probably going to be very cold and rainy in Wales, so I don't think I'll make it to the Mach Loop this time. I'm holding out good hope for a RIMPAC. I haven't seen any list of any visiting units yet. In the past, they put out a press release about 7 or 8 days before, So we'll see what if they put out a press release this time. There you are. Unfortunately, the first week of RIMPAC, I'm going to be off island. That's when I'll be in LA. But I will be here for the end of RIMPAC. This Hawaiian here is coming in from Kailua Kona. Kailua Kona is on the west side of the Big Island. So EHAM, I'm gonna keep saying. I hope that's the way you pronounce it. I'm gonna say EHAM. I use a mixture between Flight Radar 24, that ADS-B exchange, and then I occasionally pop over to Radar Box. I like the interface of Flight Radar 24 the best. The filtering and stuff like that works really well. Ooh. See, here's one of those planes where I'm out of practice for 4 right being open. I hadn't even been looking at 4 right because I was so used to it being closed. I am out of practice, guys. Sorry about this. Patrick, it's kind of like an ATM machine. Automatic teller machine. So we have a United heading out this way. It's a 737. This might be that Maginot flight. I'll have to check on. I mean, we have a Southwest heading out. Yeah, that is the Maginot flight. A Southwest heading off to Maui on the refront. We'll flip over and get that. Oh, if I can accomplish it. It's amazing. I haven't done a live stream in a week, and I'm already out of practice. Look at this. Yeah, usually when I'm on my computer at home, I'll have two windows of flight radar open. One kind of wide, and then one kind of zoomed in, so I don't have to keep scrolling in and out. When I'm here, it's on an Android tablet, so I'll have one app, like I'll have flight radar just on the airport, and then I'll have one of the other two a little wider so I can get a heads up on some of the planes coming in. Thank you, Kai Kai. I'll have to go look that up, Gabriel. Like I said, I've been busy with work, real busy with work the last couple of weeks, so I haven't done anything fun. So I'll have to give that a look later this afternoon. I know there was a rumor of some Germans coming late in the rim pack, but I don't know if those are just rumors or not. I did see a story in one of the aviation aggregator sites the other day, saying they're going to tow an old flat top carrier out there and pummel it during rim pack. So that'll be interesting. Too bad we can't see that. So AeroDark, the official end of that, I believe, is Friday of Century Aloha. So I'm hoping we get a couple fighters today. I have no idea if we will or not. But I think the official end, according to the press release, is Friday. I heard the F-16s that were here at Hickam left and never came back yesterday, so they're probably headed home. Or wherever they're off to next. Yeah, one story I read said they were coming here for 3 days after Japan, but like I said, I mean, that wasn't an official site or anything. That was just an aviation website. So, hi, this Hawaiian's coming in from OGG, which is Maui. So if you weren't there or haven't gone back and looked, I did a couple of live streams from Maui a couple weeks ago. I couldn't find another one, so I'm going to lay claim. I'm the first person to do a live stream from that airport, aviation live stream, so pretty proud of that. I do have some t-shirts available to commemorate the occasion. They're in my shop. So with me being so busy, I forgot to create a new discount code for the shop. So you can just use the same discount code I had last week. I've extended the time on that, so the code SPAM still works if you're interested. It's for $5 off any t-shirt in the shop. If you order one t-shirt, it's $5 off. If you order 100 t-shirts, that's $500 off. So as many as you want to buy, $5 each. The only one that's not on sale is the Maui Strong t-shirt. That's a charity shirt where 100% of the proceeds go to the Maui Strong Fund to benefit the victims of the Lahaina fire. So that one's not on sale, but every other one is $5 off. So I've extended this promo code till the end of the week. So please take advantage of that. It really does help the channel. We got a lot of big things, a lot of big road trips this year, and every t-shirt you buy, every mug or cap really does help fund that. So everything goes back to the channel. So it really does help with the bottom line. Again, thank you. Use SPAM at checkout. You can also get the new Mai Tai Hang Ten Approved shirt. Get that United Maginot flight out there. So like I said, every little bit helps. We're a small channel here, so we're trying to grow. Trying to keep the finances on the positive side of the ledger. So I would really appreciate anything you can do to help, whether it become a member or donate through PayPal or the ever popular Super Chat. So let's see. Okay, let's do a time for the battery swap. Hold on one second. Hopefully I don't take us off air. All right, I think we're charging now. Okay. So EHAM, we do have kind of a rule here about discussing military movement. I know. I don't want to seem like I'm coming down on you because I really appreciate some of the info, but anything that might be not a training exercise, we try to not discuss, just to be friendly with the locals here, the locals over at Hickam. So if there's any doubt, just, we kind of leave it. We kind of just enjoy them while they're here. I know most of the information's publicly available, and like I said, the press releases. I usually go by the press release rule. If it shows up in a press release, it's fair game. If I heard it from my buddy's buddy, it's probably not something I discuss on the channel. So that's pretty good rule. If it's if they're quoted as saying it in a press release or a news article, it's fair game. But Josh, I don't like spam. Spam, 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 spam. Spammity spam. So I was talking to someone the other day. Oh, let's see. Going too fast. Let's see if I can get this guy. There he is. I was talking with someone the other day. They have a... Oh, he's going right over my head. They have these big, huge block parties in Waikiki. It seems like every weekend, but it's really only about every other weekend. I think they could do 14 a year, so I think it's 14 Saturdays out of the year they have these big block parties in Waikiki. And no offense, Eham. I know some of the channels don't have the same rules, and I just want to err on the side of caution. I'd hate to be. I'll get back to that block party story in a minute. I'd hate to be like, there's a famous story about the guy the night of the Osama bin Laden raid, where he saw the helicopters flying over his house, and tweeted, "Hey, black helicopters really over my house. That's very unusual," and tipped off the raid. I just don't want me to be that story one day. So anything that's out in a press release, a newspaper article, or whatever is fair game, but everything else we kind of try to keep, just enjoy the planes while they're here. And yes, AeroDark spam is food. So it's pork shoulder. It's meat in a can. So it was very popular here in Hawaii. We got a lot of it. Apparently, the story goes they got a lot of it during World War II here, as shipped in for food. So it just became very popular, and it's still very popular today. Every store you go to. In fact, if you go to like some of the stores you go to, like on the mainland, and they lock up razors and they lock up things that are value and easy to steal. Here they lock up the spam. So if you go to certain stores, the spam is all individually in those theft-proof containers or behind the counter. So it's a very popular item. It is a little bit of an acquired taste. It's kind of salty. But every year at one of those Waikiki block parties, one of them is called the Spam Jam. One of them is called the Spam Jam. And so it's kind of the same regular block party. They have bands playing at different stages, and they have food booths all up and down Kalakaua Avenue in Waikiki. And the only difference is every food booth has to have at least one item made with spam. So the steakhouse will have, a cooked spam the way they do their steak, or the salad place will have a salad with spam in it, or the most interesting one is we have a local ice cream company called Ono Pops. Ono is Hawaiian for good, O-N-O. So it's Ono Pops, and they make really good ice cream pops. And usually it's, local flavors, lilikoi, mango, guava, haupia, taro, stuff like that. At the Spam Jam, they have two ones they do every year. They'd have a spam ice cream pop, and they have a Saimin Ono pop. and they are about as good as they sound. They are not to my taste. But they do offer them there because it's one of the rules of Spam Jams. They have to have something with spam. Thank you very much. I just got the notification, Ehem. Thank you very much for the $10 donation through PayPal. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It goes a long way to help the channel. So unfortunately, I can't put the PayPal donations up on the screen quite yet. I'm still trying to figure out how to do that. So I will put this up on the screen. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. And I do appreciate all your info. I know most of it's, or all of it is public info, so that's good. I'm just trying to walk the line between, you know, being a good neighbor to the military people here. I don't want the OSS to come knocking on my door one day, so we just kind of be nice. Ooh. But I do appreciate the donation. It'll go a long way to helping the channel. So we do have a southwest pushing back right there. That one, I believe that one is, there's two southwest on flight radar right next to each other. I believe that's the one heading off to Phoenix. There's a United 757 down at the far end, which is, can't see it with the naked eye. I think it's behind some construction equipment. Let's see if we can find it down there. Yeah, it's behind that. Oh shoot, somebody told me the difference between an excavator and a backhoe a couple of shows ago, and now I can't remember. Was it excavators have tracks and the other ones don't? I think that's what it was. So this is a United 757. It's heading off to LAX. Let's see. Why do they gotta send that Atlas to 8 right? That's not very nice of them. Don't they know I'm doing a show over here today? Alright, so we have that, we have the Atlas Queen. It's going to come in 8 right, so we'll see it in the air in just a second, and then we should be able to see it on the ground. Since it's an Atlas, we'll probably get to see it taxi too, so we'll see where they end up putting that thing. The Atlases usually end up either on the hard ramp or down at Hickam. I do apologize, Sarah Jane. I should have gave a stomach warning before that story. It's mostly, the Honu pop is mostly because it's very salty, and a lot of people do like the salty sweet mixture. I am not one of those people. I don't like salted, you know, caramel or salted chocolate or you know, I like my sweet and my salty. So the Honu pop is very salty. So it's probably what I didn't like most about it. It's not that it's like revolting or anything. It's just. But next time I'll give a warning. So we got the next one in. Looks like the next one is a Hawaiian coming in from Tokyo. So we'll go over here and do a wide shot of that till it gets a little closer. If I can find it and do a wide shot of it. Oh, there, I have to go a little wider. I wasn't going wide enough. I'd like to thank Lowlander. Thank you very much for the 10 pound super chat. Thank you, or super sticker, I'm sorry. I do like the sticker. Little. Is that a super avocado? But thank you very much. I really like that. I appreciate it. Oh, that scared the crud out of me. A sheriff came up the road behind me and turned on his siren right as he got next to me. So we'll lose that behind the buildings for a second, and we should pick it up once it gets past all those buildings. That's that Hawaiian that came in from Tokyo. See, now I'm just really confused, fire trucks. So the way to tell the difference is excavators have tracks, but then they make excavators with tires. I don't know. I'm all confused. It's too early in the morning for that. So I know most of you know I'm not a morning person. It's surprising that I'm able to get up as early as I do for these shows. I have to get up at 10 after 5 or so. So I'm not a morning person at all. So sometimes, like, for instance, my alarm to get up for work just went off. So that should tell you how not a morning person I am. So sometimes sometimes if I sound like I'm confused, it's probably because I am confused. It's too early. Still waiting for that queen to get all the way down. Oh, there it is, right there, behind the tree. I'm looking in the wrong place. It's behind the tree. There she is. She didn't go very long, so usually sometimes they'll go longer than that and they'll go past the trees, so. So fire truck, I think I should have paid more attention when I watched Bob the Builder with my nephew. All right, so if that holds true to form, they're gonna bring it down the cargo taxi ramp, and it'll taxi right in front of us. So we'll see where that's gonna end up. Next arrival on 8 left is a Hawaiian coming in from Maui. We'll follow this one here just for a minute. But we do have a couple of planes leaving on the reef runway, so we're going to keep an eye on those. as I start to get rained on. Wasn't expecting that today. So let's see, we're going to take this to United, and then I might have to put the umbrella up. Hold on. So we'll take this United. This is the one heading off to LAX. So it is not currently raining right over my head. It's kind of behind me, but the wind is pushing it right onto me. So I'm going to have to put the umbrella up here. So let me give you something to look at while I put the umbrella up. So I'll give you something to look at while I put the umbrella up. Okay. Okay, that's a little better. This is the Hawaiian coming in from Maui. And a lot of dirt. Let's get a little closer. There we go. Next one out on the reef runway is a Southwest. It's heading off to Phoenix. So as soon as it gets past the trees, we'll flip around and get it. There it is. We should be getting very close to the first A380 of the day, so we'll check on that in just a minute. I thought it was 8:25. Let's flip over here and give you a wide shot of this one coming in. There we go. And I'll look for that A380. Ah, it's very close. See, it's about 5 minutes out. It's just, looks like it's about 10 miles off the coast of Oahu. So we got that here in just a few minutes. That was the orange one this morning. And this one should come and land right in front of us on 8 right, or sorry, pardon me, check that 8 left. So with Stephen Rogers' generosity last show, we were able to add a new emoji. So I did add a A380 emoji to the chat, or to the chat of membership chat. It was voted on by the members in the community page. So if you're a member and you haven't checked that out, do go vote. So I'd put the leader in now, and the second place one will go in next time we have a slot for an emoji, and so on. I don't know if you could see that on the camera, but there's another faint rainbow just over that United. Next one out on the reef runway is a Hawaiian 330 heading off to Vegas. So we should get that, it should start be rolling any second. Oh, there it goes. Let's flip over and get it. Let's head. Hi, the A380 is now over Ko'olina. Ko'olina is a resort area on the west side of the island. So they have the Four Seasons and the Disney Resort. Oh, we got Jetstar pushing back. There she is. They have a Disney Resort over there, and then they have the Four Seasons. So Jetstar, as you probably know, is heading back to Sydney. It usually shows up early here before I even park. I usually end up parking about 6 o'clock, and it's usually on the ground before I even get here. Thank you very much for, that's a lot, India. Wow, that's awesome. Thanks for showing up. Is it Rohit? Parkel? Thank you very much for showing up. It's always fascinating to me that I'm sitting here in the back of my pickup truck talking to myself sometimes, it seems like. And sometimes I forget that there's people all over the world listening to my voice, and that's when it starts to freak me out a little. I'm not a big public speaker, but I do love the fact that so many people can watch this, because this is one of the best things about all the aviation live streamers out there, whether they're in LAX or Manchester or Moscow or Australia or Wellington, New Zealand. It's just the fact that you can wake up, tune in, and watch airplanes that you would never normally see. That's just an amazing thing. It's an amazing time we live in. And I'm very happy I can do my little part to show you some of that as well. Alright, so the A380 is next for arrival, so we're going to go away from the Jetstar in that Southwest and all that construction equipment, and we're going to pick up the A380 in the air. Hey. Boy, you got back quick.
Good.
Good.
David Zeising.
Oh,
from Arizona.
You look just like. There's another guy in my chat. It's a spitting image of him. It's really weird. He was here. He came from LaGuardia about a month ago, and you're a spitting image of him.
There's like I've been told by my sister there's someone around Anaheim. It's like great.
Before I grew the beard, at least once a month, someone would come up to me thinking I'm somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how you doing?
Good. Well, we didn't bring you any Pop-Tarts.
Oh.
So we did bring you something else.
Oh, geez, you didn't have to do this.
Well, we wanted to.
Oh,
this important channel. We wanted to stop and say hello.
That is amazing. Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you very much.
This is my wife, Rebecca.
Hi, good to meet you. So, let me make sure I keep the A380 in the shot.
Wow, that's a beautiful sight.
Yeah. Yeah, when that sun hits that thing, it is amazing. It looks really good. I thought the other ones looked good until I saw that one. I want to drop that.
Stop by. We got in Saturday, but we knew we were working a long weekend.
Yeah, I just well, not quite finished, but I got just finished to the point where I can take a couple hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a rough weekend.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. So when do you guys head out?
We head out next Tuesday.
Oh, you're here for a while. Yeah.
So we're here for 11 days.
Have you got to see any of the jets yet?
I'm sorry?
Any of the military stuff yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
My nephew actually stationed over here.
Oh, nice.
He's in the Navy. He's a destroyer. So I didn't get to see him this time, but the last time I got to see him. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm hoping they go out today a little after 8.
Oh, really?
It's already, I thought they'd be out by now, but yeah. They're ending that exercise that we did last.
The Pacific,
RIMPAC is in a couple of weeks. This is called Century Aloha.
Okay.
And it's all the Air Guard units.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I don't know if Arizona's coming this way or not. International Guard from Arizona, but they're pretty busy.
I think that they have F-16s there, right?
Yes.
I think.
They have F-16s and F-22s.
Okay, I think the 22 or the 16s might have been out at K-Bay, which is the Marine base.
Yeah.
I didn't get to go over there to see what get pictures of those, but I heard I thought it was Arizona was over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like your rig you got set up. It's nice, man.
It kind of snowballed. I used to do it on a ladder, and not here so much isn't bad, but down at the other end you really need to be up.
Yeah.
And so I was on this ladder, and it was like a 7-foot tripod, and the wind's blowing, and I'm like, I got to do something.
Yeah.
So
This is a great
I
setup.
started looking at the price of pickup trucks, and I was like, I don't want to pay $70,000 for a pickup truck. So I found one of these at a reasonable price, and
This is a neat little rig
Yeah.
you got here. I love it.
do they have these?
They do not have these. that
Yes.
I'm aware of.
They're not legal in every state
Yeah.
because they have almost no safety protection. Yeah. They have almost no safety protection, which is a little weird when I try not to go on the highway.
I imagine so.
But they're very popular here.
I see quite a few.
yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
But
Especially going towards the North Shore, they're kind of all up on off of 99 there.
yes, if you're just doing around the town, you don't have to be anywhere quick. It's a great little car. Very few. I got like 37 miles to the gallon or something.
Oh heck, you can't beat that. That's
Yeah.
a great economy. Hello.
And it holds just enough. I mean, it's not a 1-ton or anything, but
Yeah. That's nice. I like your setup. I
Well,
love
thank
the
you
way
very
did
much.
it. That's very creative, and it looks like it's very sturdy.
yeah, it's not bad. Very happy with it, how it turned out.
Yeah.
I normally on the longer shows I have a canopy over it,
Oh,
but it's a little.
Get a little sun off you.
Yeah, once it gets to be about 10 or 11 here, the sun really starts to beat down on you.
Yeah.
So for the longer shows, the Saturday shows, I'll put a tarp up, which this rig here, yeah.
That's a good idea with the mat too. Take it back and
Yeah, the very first show I didn't have anything. It was just on the ridges, and I got home and I couldn't walk. Honestly, I couldn't walk.
Oh, I hear you. That was me the other day. I did a lot of walking the other day. Came down here on Saturday or Sunday. We were trying to figure out where you might be setting up at. I'm not sure. We went down on the reef, and there was no one down there, and there was some big planes coming in here. It was kind of fun to watch a little bit.
Yeah, it's we got a pretty good spotting community here.
Yeah.
But sometimes you get on there and there's nobody, and then sometimes you get on there and there's 50 people.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I've only been, kind of interested in this about the last year and a half. Boy, it really piqued my interest. It's kind of a fun thing to do.
Yeah, I didn't. I've always kind of been interested in planes. My dad worked for American, and so I always, when I could, I would go. But I didn't start taking pictures of them till probably about 7 or 8 years ago,
Okay.
and then about just after probably maybe 2021, I started doing video because I did one video of the first time that plane came in.
Oh, no kidding.
And I was like, that's so much different than seeing a picture of it because you get the sound and the motion. And then, so I started doing video and I did the YouTube channel. And then I was like, well, no one does live streaming from here.
Yep.
And so I figured I'd give it a shot. And,
Yeah, they only have a couple in Phoenix that do it.
oh, there they are. Hold on. There's one. Hold on, we got military jets. Those were F-22s from the 199th Fighter Squadron, the local Hickam Air National Guard. Hopefully we'll get some 35s. We'll see if they come out too. 35s are still here somewhere. Unfortunately, from this angle, you can't see the end of the runway, and it's a little hard to. They don't usually show up on flight radar, so we'll keep an ear out for them.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, have you ever seen the F-22 demo team?
No.
They do it at air shows, and just seeing them up close and what they can do, and the thrust vectoring and stuff is ridiculous. How maneuverable they are.
Yeah, that's a heck of an aircraft.
Yeah. Oh, I missed that one. Okay. So, sorry I'm not as attentive to the channel right now. We got a David, one of the viewers, came out to say hello. Brought me a gift. Very, very nice gift.
You know, more I think Luke Air Force Base has the F-35 and the F-16.
Oh, nice.
I think about it.
Yeah.
And it's pretty neat to watch those things. We live kind of south of the valley in Arizona, Phoenix.
Yeah.
Town called and they are always doing maneuvers over us.
Yeah.
And it's kind of fun to sit and watch.
Those F-35s are loud. I was at it was right here. When the winds are in reverse, so usually the fighters take off over there on 8 right, but when it's reverse ops, they'll take off usually on 22 left, which is the crossing runway. So they'll come all the way up here and then take off that direction. And usually the F-22s know that there's a neighborhood right there, so when they leave, they don't really go after it. Nobody told the F-35s that when they were here for the last Century Aloha, and it rattled everything. All the car alarms went off in the rental car lots. My camera rig was actually shaking, and then they must have got a talking to, because the next day they sent them out way down 26 right, going that way. So they must have got a talking to. Yeah.
Some officer had to choose some pilots.
Yeah. Do you mind if I put a picture of this up on the channel later? Yeah, I'll put a. Yeah. I appreciate it. I tried to get on that thing, but the schedules doesn't work out. I'm going to LA in a couple weeks, and the schedules just didn't work out because they only do. It's in the middle of the day, so I'm one of those guys who likes to leave on the red eye and come back the very last flight I can. So it didn't really work out, but one of these days I'll get on it.
We were supposed to be on a 787 come here, and then because we normally get the A330, and they switched it back to the A330. We're like,
What airline did you fly?
We flew Hawaiian.
Oh, okay. Hawaiian.
And but now our flight going back to 787. So
oh, nice.
Hopefully,
yeah.
That'll be a neat experience.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Hawaiian to get finally fully merged with Alaska, so they'll be a one world partner. Because I usually fly American.
Oh, okay.
And it would be easier to use miles and get miles. Yeah.
Exactly. I see they moved your dirt pile for you.
Yes.
Isn't that nice of them?
Was it last Tuesday? I think it was. I'm losing track of days with all the work. I think it was last Tuesday I came down here, and I parked right here, and I got out, and the dirt pile was like twice as big.
Oh, Lord.
It had even grown. It was like I couldn't see. Like the week before, you could see like the other end of the runway and most of the taxi.
Right.
I couldn't even see them when they hit the ground. It was so big.
Kind of like, really, guys? You
Yeah.
mess with me on purpose here or what?
So they have the other runway closed here now, which is the parallel to this. Yeah. So they have the parallel runway to the one that it's been closed, but so far they have all the construction equipment out of the way. So we'll see.
Unfortunately, we get too many big ones in Phoenix, except for the.
Yeah.
Mostly 777. A lot of stuff.
A lot of Americans.
A lot of Asians.
A lot of Americans. Yeah.
But it's a lot of traffic though. It's just constant. It's crazy how much traffic they got going on at meetings.
You guys used to get the British 747s though.
They tweaked that a couple years
Yeah,
ago.
because I used to, when I fly American, so when I would fly to England, I'd always try to go through Phoenix so I could get the British 747.
We used to get Lufthansa too. And I don't know if Lufthansa is still even flying through there anymore. To be quite honest with you, or something like that.
Yeah. Oh. Ooh. Let's see where. Ah, there's Jetstar. I do apologize again. I'm talking to David here. We'll get back to the planes here in just a second. Came out from Arizona to say hello. What time's your?
So you can get back to your show.
Yeah, what time's your flight out on Tuesday?
Tuesday at 2:20.
Oh, I'm gonna do a show on Tuesday, but I don't think I'll be there that late.
They switched it all around. We used to go out in the morning, then they
Yeah.
pushed everything back to the afternoon, so now we don't get into like almost midnight.
Yeah.
But they're changing their schedule around a little bit. That's right.
Oh wait, let me give you something. I don't have those fancy like packets of stickers like some of the other guys do.
ABL guys.
Yeah, but I do have little
Your
stickers.
shirts, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna wear it, but I was like,
Yeah. When I first started the channel, my wife made me these. So I'll give you a couple of these.
Oh, sweet. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. That's awesome. That'll go on my truck.
Sweet. Thank you very much.
No, I
It was
appreciate
really great to meet you. Thanks for all your support and oh,
It's a great channel.
I think I'm missing the 35s. Hi, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, that was weird. Oh, there he is. All right, well, have a safe trip back.
Yeah. But like I said,
Yeah.
it was really great to meet you.
Yeah, thanks for everything. I appreciate it. Thank you for that. That is well above and beyond. I really appreciate
I
it.
want to get you something nice. I collect the bigger ones.
Yeah.
I looked and looked and looked for the bigger one. They just don't have them. But I saw this and I was like, man, that's a nice one.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I collect them, but
yeah. I usually stick with the small ones because they're the room.
my office at home is, I have shelves.
Yeah.
It's kind of embarrassing. But I like it. I don't care.
Hey, as long as it works, I'd love to see it one day.
Yeah, I'll show you some pictures.
Yeah. All right. Have a good rest of your trip. Be safe.
Thanks.
Have a safe trip back.
All right.
We'll see you on the next
Nice
stream.
to meet you, man.
Yeah.
Take care.
That was one of our viewers came by, say hello. He brought me an amazing gift. Look at this. He brought me this. So. It's a 1/200th 787. It was amazing. Thank you very much. If you're watching the replay, thanks again. It was good meeting you. Alright, so sorry about that. I am back with you guys. I hope I didn't miss anything too bad. And we had DW celebrating 4 months with it. He loves the streams. Says to keep up the good work. Thank you very much for being here. You're one of the reasons this thing's going along. So thank you for being here, and thank you for being a member. Take care, Sydney. Thanks for being here. I missed a few things. I do apologize for that. I don't get a lot of visitors here at the truck, so when they do stop by, it's very nice to be able to chat with them. So let's give a check on that next A380. It's supposed to be here. Last I saw about 9:20. So let's see where it's at now. Oh, it's a little bit slow now. 9:29. So it looks like it's just gonna squeak in under the wire. We have a. Oh, what is this? Huh. Just gonna squeak into the wire. We have not a hard, we usually have a hard out of 9:30. Today is kind of a soft out of 9:30, so I have to be at work about 10:15, so we can push it just a couple minutes. We should also get the Qantas before we leave today. That Qantas is a 7-8, is a Dreamliner again today. The next arrival is a DHL 777. I'm going to pan over from that one there to get the 777 coming in. There it is. So I don't know what that white one was. It's not on any, well, it's not on any of my apps that I can see. I couldn't see the tail number from where I was. Let's try Radar Box and see what Radar Box has to say. No. I also do not see it on Radar Box. I don't know what it is. But this right here is one of those DHL 777s, the Singapore co-branded one. We get 2 of these a day. Affectionately refer to them as the peeled banana. And then when they park next to each other, it's the banana split. So one of these days we're going to have to make a banana split emoji. Hello, Frederick. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Oh, Air Tiki. Hello. Good to see you. It looked like it had its. Usually the C-40s have a particular stripe on them. The ones I've seen anyway. We'll flip back over to that and just let's flip back over to that now before it moves. So this doesn't look like a C-40 technically. There's a little too much heat haze. I hope there's a lot of heat haze and my monitor's way too small for me to read that. Maybe one of you guys can. But I haven't seen it pop up on any of the radars yet. Hello, Frank and Dan. Thanks for being here. Mohammed, good to see you. Travis. People from all over the world tuning in. Thank you, everyone. It's on the move. So there, it's finally turned on its thing. Let's see what it is. Oh. Okay. This is starting to make a lot more sense. All the pieces are coming into place. So if you were here about an hour ago, we had something go right in front of me that I didn't show you, but I told you about it. It was a prisoner transfer. So they had a whole bunch of sheriffs and other cars coming zipping down here and blocking all traffic as they took over Lagoon Drive. I didn't show you that for obvious reasons, but now you know where they're going. That's that plane there. It is a 737-700. It belongs to the U.S. Marshal Service. So that was a federal prisoner transfer. So all the pieces. Hello, Pip. Good to see you. I got Pip Hastings Aviation in the chat. Every time I tune into your channel, you are at a different airport. I need your travel agent. So if you haven't checked out Pip's channel, give Pip a follow over there. He does pretty good work. Seems to be at a different airport every time I tune into the stream. I think I've seen him 6 or 7 different ones. Yeah, Pip must be racking up the frequent flyer miles. I know, I swear he's had a show from both Dallas airports, maybe Salt Lake City if I remember correctly. And I want to say he was up in Minneapolis. And there was another one I saw just recently. He's all over the place. So if you like a variety of airports, it's a good channel to check out. Next arrival on 8 left is a Southwest that's coming in from Hilo. We do have a couple of planes lit up on the Hickam ramp. They both appear to be C-17, so hopefully they'll... Oh no, one is a C-40, sorry. Hopefully they'll both go out. We're going to definitely try to catch this Marshal Service airplane as it departs. You don't see that every day. That's definitely one you don't want to be able to do a in-flight review of. So either my focus is off or that heat haze is getting a little bad. So let's see if we can fix the focus here. Make sure the focus is 110%. Okay, that is the control tower. So we're gonna do a quick focus on the control tower, just to make sure that everything's cool. We'll come back to this, and yep, it was probably mostly the heat haze that's killing us. So you'll see here in just a second behind this shot, you'll see one of that C-17 that's taxiing. There it is in the background. So we'll get that C-17 leaving here in just a minute. I got Adrian in the house. That was David and his wife heading out. I'm sure most of you are familiar with them in the chat. A very big supporter of the channel. Alright, so the next one in is an Aloha Air Cargo. So we're going to hold on it as long as we can until that Marshal Service plane starts to move. It is currently at the hold line on 8 right. Alright, so we're going to pan away from this one and we'll catch that U.S. Marshal Service plane. It's one of the few planes in Hawaii you don't want to be on. So I believe this 330 is the one that came in from Tokyo earlier. So when the Hawaiian has all their stuff in Terminal 1, which is around the corner, we can't see that from here. So all the 717s and the inter-island and international flights usually originate from over there. But when they come back, they have to go to the international terminal, which is in part of Terminal 2. So he came over here to drop everyone off so they can go through customs and all that. They'll take that 330 back over to Terminal 1. So if you notice, that one has this one here has an HH on the tail and has that yellow stripe towards the top. This is one of the Hickam C-17s. So Mike Smith, yes, we do see him fly over quite a bit. Usually it's about 8,000 or 10,000 feet above us. I've only ever seen them here at this airport on the ground once. They usually do not come here. They usually they're based over at K-Bay, which is the Marine base. So usually the closest we get them is about 8,000 or 10,000 feet above us. This one here is a KC-46 extender. It's a air-to-air refueling plane. And then you can see there's looks like a C-130 going behind it. So the C-130 looks like it's off to the reef runway. So I'll pan over here a little bit to the left so you can see that C-130 in the background. So again, you can tell the HH on the tail. This is one of ours. Next one is a Japan Airlines coming in from Tokyo. It's a 76. Not a KC. What did I say? Did I say KC-46? I'm sorry, I apologize. It's a KC-135. I'm sorry. I do apologize. Yeah, I will say my mouth sometimes has no idea what my brain is doing, and vice versa. So, if I say something that sounds dumb, it could be that I made a mistake, or it could be that I'm dumb. But most likely, I just made a mistake. I do that a lot. I have a tendency to say things that my brain goes sometimes is 3 steps behind or in front of my brain. Or did I probably screwed that up. My mouth is 2 or 3 steps in front of or behind my brain. But hello, Dino. Good to see you. Yeah, the worst thing is if you're ever in the car with me and I'm driving, and we're trying to find someplace, don't let me talk. Bad things happen. It's not that I'm dangerous, or I just happen to drive right by exits or drive right past turns when I'm talking. So I think there's a real disconnect between my mouth and my brain sometimes. It drives my wife insane. And the weird is sometimes here in Hawaii, you miss an exit, and it's gonna take you an extra half an hour to get somewhere. Like if you're driving into town, so anybody who lives here will get this reference. Anybody who doesn't live here, just pretend you know what I'm saying. So if you're driving here and you're on Mauna Lua and you're heading towards town and you're talking and just talking away, telling a story, and suddenly you're on H3, you just wasted a half an hour of your life because there's not a turnaround for 11 miles, and then you gotta come back the other 11. So I've made that mistake once. I was telling a story about something, and next thing I know, I'm on H3. Good thing we weren't late. Usually what happens is my brain, when I'm talking, just shifts into drive to work mode. So I start making turns like I'm heading to work. So, does anybody want to guess what this one is? I'm not going to mention it. Hey, no problem, Dino. Thanks for being here. I understand about time zones. Yeah, there's a lot of streams that I'd like to watch, but time zones make it so I can only catch them on replays. Mike Smith, luckily for me, that has never happened. So we have Rainbow Love, one of our amazing moderators, celebrating 4 months with the channel. So we are about a minute out from a banana split. So some very kind words in their message there. Thank you very much. Thank you for being a mod. And thank you for being the mod of my Discord channel. So if you guys didn't know, I have a Discord channel. It's just a way to interact with the people in the chat here and me if you'd like to. Share photos, share video. I'd love to see some of your guys' pictures if you dump them in the photo section of the Discord page. If you're a channel member, there is a members only chat. If you just link your YouTube with Discord, you get access to the members only chat. There's a link to the Discord in the About Me section of my YouTube page. See now I just think the air guard's messing with me. I screw up and I say the wrong one, and now they bring a third one in just to tease me. Look at this. It's like they're trying to see if I want to say it again. Wisconsin, I got my ass kicked in Wisconsin once. Well, they're quite a bit of military action today for a Wednesday. I'm actually pretty happy about that. Oh, give me time, Brad. The day ain't over yet. Somewhere down here is going to be that. So we keep an eye in the background of this shot. You might see that tail of that C-130 come zipping by the background. Should be somewhere down there. Ah, there it is. You can see the backhoe, excavator, tired tread thing right there. Behind it to the left in the heat haze, there's that C-130. Yeah, Mike, the F-22s and a couple of 35s came out around 8:30. Or so. And we got two Queens lit up on the ground now. We have an Atlas Queen that is, I believe, is the same one we saw come in earlier. It is now lit up and saying it's going to Fairfield. I don't have a departure time on that. Oh, maybe 9:24 it's scheduled. There's also a UPS Queen heading out to the reef runway. That looks like it'll be the next departure on the reef runway. I don't think anything's going to cut in front of it. Sorry about the extra noise today. They're doing all the landscaping around me, so. This is a Hawaiian 321. It came in from San Jose. This will give me a good opportunity to thank the 321 level members, the 321 mainland traveler levels members in the chat. Thank you very much for being here. If you'd like to become a channel member, you can hit that join button underneath the video or on the main channel page. If you're on a iOS device, I think you have to open up the video in Safari to see the join button. That Queen is now on 8 right for departure, so it should be rolling any second now. A lot of green names in the chat. That's really makes me happy. You guys don't know how much you help the channel. Every membership really does help. Oh, there we go. There's the Queen rolling. So the hard ramp's kind of full today, so we didn't get our usual banana split. We have banana split by a couple other planes. Oh yes, Eham, my email address is patrick@reverseops.com. So you can email me that at any time. I know a couple of people have emailed me the last week or so, and I've been very bad at getting back to them because prior work engagements have really left me beat. But I will definitely make a point this afternoon or this evening to get back to everyone who's emailed me. I know there's a few of you waiting for responses, so I do apologize again. This weekend was kind of rough. This Saturday, we will be back to our regular scheduled Saturday stream. So that'll run from about 7 a.m. local time. And we will stay until the second A380 departure. So usually that's about 1:15 or so. So we'll stay for that. So we'll get both arrivals and both departures. There's that Queen I was telling you about a minute ago, the Atlas Air. I think that's got to be the same one that came in and must have kicked a few people out the door and turned around, because it was a very quick turnaround. So we have another C-130. Ooh, sorry about that. Ooh. So this one we saw a second ago, landing, that's Japan Air. It's a Dreamliner. It's coming in from Tokyo. This is that Queen that's heading off to the reef runway, so we'll get that departure here in just a minute. We are about 10 or 15 minutes, maybe pushing it 20 minutes before I have to get out of here. So we still have a couple of big planes left. We have that Queen that we just saw. We have the other one of these, the other A380 that's coming in. It was scheduled for 9:29. It looks like it's about 10 miles off the coast of Oahu. I'm looking for that Qantas. Let's see if we get the Qantas in today. I do not see it, but I might be scrolled out. No, I'm been scrolled out way too far. It is next for arrival, so we got the Qantas coming in next. It's another Dreamliner. So we will flip around and get the Qantas coming in. Thank you very much, Ehem. I will take a look at it. I go straight from here to work, so I will look at it after work. So we have a couple more coming out from the Hickam ramp. So we have this one here, which is that C-40 that was lit up a minute ago. We should have another C-130 behind it, and I think we have another 8, and then there's another ATI heading off to Wake Island behind that one. We've never seen those ATI planes. It's a pretty good looking livery. It's kind of an old school looking livery, if you ask me. It reminds me of the very 70s livery. I really like it. So let's see if we can get a nice side shot of this Qantas. I like the older Qantas livery, the kangaroo with the hands, but I do think these Qantas Dreamliners look really good, especially the special livery ones. That I'm Dreaming one looks really good. But Qantas is one of the weird ones. I think I love the A380, but it's usually not my favorite plane livery-wise of the airline. So to make it clear, it's like I usually would prefer the livery on a smaller plane on like the Lufthansa or the Korean. I don't think some of those liveries I don't think look good on that huge plane. But that's but one of the ones the one I think looks really good is the Qantas A380. I think that's the best looking Qantas there is. I really do. And I don't know why that is. It might be situational based. Like the very first time I saw the Qantas A380, I was standing on a bridge over Sepulveda just outside LAX, and it came landing on the north side through this amazing, like, just fog bank. So maybe that's why I think it looks so good. Let's flip around and get that Queen that's heading out. It looked really good that morning, and maybe that's why I'm so drawn to it. So that time I saw the Qantas for the first time, if you're familiar with Sepulveda Boulevard, it's the road that is just east of the airport LAX. It runs north-south right in front of the airport. And it's got a couple bridges that go across it on the north side. I was standing on one of those bridges. I had walked over from my hotel to get a picture of the Qantas. And apparently I had forgotten to charge the batteries in my camera. So I walked all the way, well, it was only 10 minutes walk from the hotel or whatever. I was staying at that H hotel, and it was only about a 10-minute walk, but I walked all the way over there and I was waiting for the Qantas, and I turned on both cameras to make sure I had the settings correct, and both cameras immediately went and turned themselves off because they were out of battery. And after I let out a bunch of cuss words, I figured, oh, I guess I'll just stand here and watch it come in because I'm not going to get a picture of it. And for some reason, about 2 minutes before it came on, I decided to check the batteries again. And both cameras, instead of just immediately shutting themselves off, came up with turned on, but had the battery exhausted symbol, like the little battery symbol with a line through it. And I thought, oh, maybe I'll get lucky. See if I get this story in before the A380 shows up. It's almost here. Maybe I'll get lucky. So I turned one camera on and stuck it in slow-mo video and put it on the curb and started playing, and then I waited for the other one to get the Qantas just before it came into view, and I turned it back on and just started snapping pictures. And both batteries finally gave out right after the Qantas touchdown, and I was able to get my video and the stills. So it's just like the old stories about the oil that was supposed to last 3 days lasted 8, and the fish that was supposed to feed everybody. That's my miracle camera moment. So both the picture and the video are both on my Instagram channel. My Instagram is also Reverse Ops. So I missed the C-40 as we were watching the turtle here. But there is a C-130 and then that ATI plane on the taxiway just short of 8 right. So we're going to take both of those as soon as they start to roll. And I think those two will be the last plane of the day, unless anybody sees anything super weird coming. Because I've gone into overtime the last 2 weeks, and I'm going to try to avoid it today. So we'll hold on this one until that C-130 gets in sight. So if you're not familiar, if this is your first time here, I probably should say welcome. My name is Patrick, channel of Reverse Ops. This here is a ANA A380, affectionately known as a flying Honu. As you can see, it's got sea turtles down the side. Honu is Hawaiian for sea turtle. There's 3 of these. This is the teal blue or teal green one. There's also a blue one. And then at the gate already that we saw come in earlier this morning is the orange one. So let's flip around and get the C. Let's do this real quick. We'll come back to that in just a second. Get the C-130. Let's go back to the A380. So there's 3 of these. They come in 2 a day. And they only fly between here and Tokyo. So that ATI 757 is next on the reef runway. That'll be the last plane of the day. So we'll keep following this until it taxis or the ATI moves. Oh, I haven't put that up in a while. I have to bust that back out. I haven't put it up in a while because I screwed up on the times. I had the time set for before daylight savings on the excuse note. I have to edit those. Okay, let's check out that ATI and we'll come back and say goodbye as we watch the A380 taxi its final bit into the Oh, I didn't even know this special livery was coming in. This is the Alaska, I think it's the UNICEF livery, isn't it? UN, oh, let's see, look it up. I don't want to get into that game again, I'm going to look it up. It's the UNCF livery. So there's the 2 of them together, the 2 A380s that come in. So the blue one is the 3rd one. It's a richer sea blue one. So we watch those park. I'm going to give you one more shot of the promo code for the shop. I saw a couple orders come in today already. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. You got a promo code here, $5 off any t-shirt, as many as you want to order, except for the Maui Strong t-shirt. That is a charity t-shirt, so there's no, that's full price, but every other shirt in the shop is $5 off. So I want to thank everyone for being here. If you're just tuned in, my name is Patrick. The channel is Reverse Ops. We're out of Honolulu, Hawaii. We usually do 2 shows a week here. The next show will be this Saturday from about 7 a.m. Hawaii time till about 1:15 or 1:30 Hawaii time, depending on when the second A380 departs. So we'll catch both A380 arrivals and departures on that show. So tune in, it'll be a lot of fun. I'll have a new calendar, a new stream schedule out. I believe that's the last scheduled stream, so I'll have another one out, another schedule out later Saturday night. So check my Instagram or check my community page. Make sure you hit that Discord link if you want to chat during the week. Stop by, say hi, drop off some pictures. But I really appreciate y'all being here. It was a fun morning. I'm glad I was able to get back out to doing this. It was a rough weekend at work, so glad to be able to be back out here. It was a lot of fun today. I hope you had fun too. I'd like to show a quick little thing to thank my upper tier members. So this video might be a couple of days out. So if you're a new member, I know we had a lot of new members last Tuesday. I have not updated this because of, like I said, work schedule, but I'll update this, and if you're not on this now and you are a channel member of the 321 or 330 level, you'll see your name Saturday if you don't see it here now. But I'd like to thank all my members, 717, the 730, or the A330, or the 321 levels. I appreciate you all. You really make the channel go. And I definitely couldn't end the show without thanking my mods. We had Kirsten here, we had Ms. Wolves here, we had Brad here, let me make sure I'm not missing anybody. I'll scroll up a little. So I remember seeing Lady Cat and Josh and Sydney. I think we had everybody here today, didn't we? Ms. Wolves, Kirsten, and Brad. I think we had all the mods in this house today. So thank you all today. It's been a great time. Hope you all had fun too. We'll do it again this coming Saturday. Oh, whoops. I ended that too soon because I wanted to do this. Oh, hello, Brandon. I didn't see you here earlier. Thanks for being here. That emoji is coming in very soon. That's was the second place, so it'll be in soon. I want to give another shout out to David, who was here earlier. Showed up in person and gifted me that amazing 1/200 scale Hawaiian Dreamliner. Thank you very much again. Have a safe trip back, and we'll see you next Saturday, hopefully. All right, it's off to work for me. We'll see you Saturday. Aloha, everyone.